In the fall of 2024, I went on a digital nomad cruise from Vancouver, Canada to Tokyo, Japan. It was around a 2-week cruise, and during this they had speakers, lectures, events during the cruise. And in this video, I'm going to break down 3 things that I've learned from the cruise. I'm here today in my Airbnb in Jeju Island, Korea, as I'm doing some traveling throughout not Southeast Asia, throughout Asia. And usually I do these videos while walking, but today it was rainy, and not just rainy, it was windy as well. I tried going out there to film with an umbrella, but the wind was just too much. My mic would have got blown away. It would have been too windy with the noise, so decided to film this video inside because I want to get my message out there. I want to be consistent with making content. I want to get better at making content. So no excuses. And this is the video I'm making today. So the first thing that I've learned from going on this cruise is that boring topics can be fun and interesting. I went to this one speech about law, and I thought it was going to be boring. But I thought, why not? Here, I knew the speaker. I met her earlier. So why not check it out? And her passion for the subject made it interesting. Her storytelling, her way of making the topic relatable it piqued my interest. She talked about governing law and how she related the concept with what we're doing today of while we're on a cruise and someone breaks the law, what law applies to you? Is it from Canada, where we shipped out of? Is it Japan, where we're going, the country we're going to? Was it Washington, where the cruise was headquarters? So it piqued my interest because it was relatable. I understood what the situation was. I can relate. And I was curious as well. And she just went on to tell me, oh, because you can decide on what governing law based on your contract of it. And in this case, they choose Washington. So I learned about governing law, something that ChatGPT made in my contracts that I never really appreciated. But her passion, her storytelling can make things interesting. And that's kind of what I want to do with tech, coding as well, because coding can be a boring, dry subject. But I want to express my passion, my storytelling in this field to be able to influence and make an impact in this industry. The second thing I learned about was how there was different ways of traveling, of being a digital nomad, of working remotely. The cruise was marketed as a digital nomad cruise, but this attracted all types of people from different ages, people in the early 20s to later on 40s, 50s as well. People from all over the world, from Europe, US, mostly Europe, some US, a few Asia, and people from different industries as well, from tech like me, accounting, law, marketing, coaching, a wide range of people who had their own business, freelancing, people who just had a corporate job, people who were in between jobs. So, and then not just the industry they're in, but the way they go about traveling while working. Some people travel just a little bit. Some people travel half and half. Some people are obsessed and travel full time, new places all the time. So there was different degrees of how people travel, different industries of what people were in, and just a wide range of ways to approach it. So if this is your goal, to work and travel, there's no one size fits all way to approach it. You have to experiment, you have to try different things, you talk to different people, and you're gonna find something that works for you. For me, I like to travel like half the times, and then the other half being back in Vegas. Sometimes I get tired of Vegas, and then I want to go travel, and then sometimes I need a break from traveling and want to go home. So I go back home, and that works for me. For you, you have to find what works for you because everyone has certain logistical challenges. They have different business aspirations, different travel aspirations. So you can experiment around, find something that works for you at your own pace, something that you would enjoy and can sustain. And finally, what I've learned is that this movement, not movement, but this idea of like nomading, working while traveling is growing. People, this cruise keeps growing each time, attracting more people, going to new routes. People are repeat cruise goers, repeat clientele, and people talk about their lifestyle and how different new places support it. Like there's new visas going around, countries, some countries are encouraging it and are creating like incentives for you to come with different kind of visas as well. There's co-living on a rise where it tries to create a community of people who are traveling so their experience will be more enjoyable. And yeah, it took me a while to get a part of this movement. Like I first heard of the idea from the 4-Hour Work Week that I read years ago, like over a decade ago, and now I finally get to pursue it. So those are the main things that I wanted to talk about, how you can make a boring subject interesting with your passion, with your storytelling. You can travel and work at your own pace, and then this lifestyle is growing. So if you have goals of like wanting to travel and work, you can get you can get involved with different communities. Like you can go on the cruise that I went on. You can do co-livings as well, and then you can find people who are like you, who have this dream of traveling while working. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos as I talk about the journey, talk about things like coding, traveling, entrepreneurship.